It's that time of year again, folks.
Today we'll be covering yet another Mothra movie.
Rebirth of Mothra 2.
Is it as good as the first one?
Let's find out.
The Elias are watching Leo fly over the ocean when they notice flower petals and a dark aura in the sky. In the depths, a sinister creature lurks. Pollution is found by a fisherman who ends up attacked by a small starfish creature called Berm.
In school, kids are being taught things, while a couple pranksters, Kohei and Yoji, place a caterpillar into the hair of a classmate, Shiori, but she knocks it into Kohei's mouth instead.
Oh, we got some funny guys here, huh?
He spits it out and it lands down the teacher's shirt. The boys are chastised by another teacher when a small earthquake occurs.
Elsewhere, a couple of illegal fishermen, Katani and Nagase, spot a commotion in the sea nearby, which results in a small furry creature, Jojo, to jump into their boat. The man in the boat knocks Gogo back into the ocean, but notice it dropped a ring of gold. Back on shore, one of the local fishermen explained what happened with the Barum to one of the officers, and his buddy is taken to a hospital.
Good to know this random fisherman is being taken care of.
Shiori returns home, finding Nagase and Kotani there, who are preparing to search for Gogo. Out at sea, the Elias find a horde of Barum floating on the surface, unsure of what they even are, just that they're dangerous.
While Shiori is out picking flowers for her mother, she managed to pick Gogo, causing her to run off.
Last time I saw a little girl picking flowers, it did not end well for her.
Are you talking about that one scene from Frankenstein?
Spoilers, dude!
It's not like we're going to cover that movie on this channel. Oh. We did do a Frankenstein movie.
She hides behind a tree, which just happens to have Gogo on the other side. Hearing the small creature, Shiori notices the gold rings on its tail, accidentally scaring Gogo. Meanwhile, Kohei and Yoji head to the beach with a raft. They roll out when the raft springs a leak, the result of a Barum, though they safely make it back to shore.
The boys soon find Shiori and decide to pick on her for telling on them at school. She pushes them down and runs off, managing to elude them for a moment, but Yoji finds her and Gogo. The boys confront Shiori when Belvira shows up to tell them what the creature is. Belvira then tries to steal Gogo, only to learn the creature wasn't in the basket, while Shiori runs off.
Where Shiori runs off with Gogo, Belvira chases after her while the Elias is chasing after her. Garu then runs into Fairy while Belvira tells the Elias she intends to use Goro to get the treasure of Neo Karai, something with impressive power that Belvira intends to use to rule the world.
You're saying this little tiny lady is going to take over the world? Yeah, that sounds about right.
With Belvira after her, Shiori passes Gogo off to Yoji, but it hits a tree, though Kohei catches it. While being chased by Garu, Kohei trips and passes Gogo to Yoji, who lands on the beach. Belvira then gives up the chase for some reason, and Yoji returns Gogo to Shiori. Shiori notices Yoji's knee injury, and Gogo pees on it, healing the wound.
He peed on him!
Yep. Well, when you get stung by a jellyfish, one method is to urinate on the stung area.
You do know that's just a myth, right?
While the illegal fishermen search the woods for Gogo, they are approached by Belvira. When they don't take her seriously, they are attacked and Belvira asserts her dominance. The Elias introduce themselves to the children, explaining to them that Gogo was born in Naza-Kazu, a legendary place that existed long ago, and that Gogo is the key to the treasure.
The kids go to school to look up information about Niraikanai, and Kohei finds a book that claims it's also known as Mu.
insane Moo from Atragon?
Probably. We'll call Neil Kanai Moo from now on for our own sake.
Belvira's lackeys watch it from the window while the Elliotts discuss what to do about their sister. Gogo and Fairy communicate with each other, and the Elliotts explain what the creatures are saying.
The monster who destroyed Moo, Dagara, has returned.
So that's the name of the monster.
It was originally created to clean up pollution, but due to a defect, it begins producing the beamers, which threatens to take over the ocean of the planet, killing all other marine life. Gogo comes to Okinawa to search for someone to help find the treasure to stop Dagara.
Yoji discovers that Gogo wants to go to Ishigaki Island when another tremor occurs. Meanwhile, Dagara attacks a submarine, destroying it. That night, a swarm of moths fly to Infant Island, Belvira's lackey attempt to steal Gogo but grab a cat instead, and the children borrow a teacher's outrigger to go to Ishigaki Islands, with the lackeys pursuing the children.
In the oceans, the kids spot the ruins of Moo beneath the surface, and Gogo jumps into the water and down into the ruins. This causes a pillar of light to pull the kids into the undersea pyramid as the lackeys and Belvira watch on. The outrigger is damaged as the kids slide through a tube into the innards of the pyramid, which then rises to the surface, allowing the Elliotts to enter the ruins safely.
Wait, if the pyramid was going to surface anyway, why did the kids get sucked into it before it surfaced? Couldn't it have surfaced first? Those kids were terrified because of what this pyramid unnecessarily put them through.
I think you're overthinking things, my friend.
No, I'm not. At least I don't think I am.
Belvira and her lackeys work to enter the pyramid as Dagara approaches, with the kids finally getting a good look at the creature. Dagara attempts to attack the pyramid, but is stopped by an ancient force field, but he can still use his beam attacks on the pyramid.
Kind of defeats the purpose of a forest field, doesn't it?
The pyramid fires back with its own beam weapons, knocking Dagara back into the ocean.
Then Daga decides to head towards Ishigaki Island, where the Elliotts decide it's time to call Leo for help and leave the pyramid. They sing over the ocean to summon Leo. While Daga attacks Ishigaki Island, Sori follows Gogo through the pyramid where the lackeys find her and capture her. Hearing her scream, the boys find the lackeys, finding an ancient elevator where they follow them down once the elevator returns to their floor. Meanwhile, Dagara just wrecks a city on Ichiyako Island, destroying the school.
Okay, so at this point while scripting, I got confused. I was under the impression the kids were going to Ishigaki Island and found the pyramid along the way. But I guess the kids were already on Ishigaki Island, so I'm confused why they went out to see it all then.
Back in the pyramid, the boys are still looking for the kidnappers and spot Leo fly past the pyramid to confront Dagara on Ishigaki Island. Also, Dagara is out at sea again and attacks Leo from behind before heading back to the pyramid.
What was the point of attacking the island then?
The two then fly past the pyramid and head to another island, or the same island. I have no idea at this point. Then they fly into each other and explode, knocking Dagara into the water, while Leo circles back around and gets shot at from below. Leo then shoots lightning down on the water at random and manages to hit Dagara. Dagara then bites Leo's wing and flies them both into a mountain, before Leo blasts the other monster away and flies off.
With all this happening, the lackeys are still trying to get Gogo from Sori, who refuses to hand it over.
See what happens when you split up? Always use the buddy system!
Then Gogo hops on the floor and the lackeys get their hands on it. Then I think Gogo bites the guy and hops away while Sori follows it into the elevator shaft. The boys hear her scream again, but still can't find her, falling onto an invisible platform across a chasm. The kidnappers find the chasm as well.
Belvira tells Dagara to go into the water since Leo can't get to it there. Then both monsters fly over the island some more before Dagara dives back into the sea. Leo attacks the surface of the ocean but can't reach Dagara, but the monster surfaces again anyway, allowing Leo to attack it again.
Sori and the boys return, then the trio continue to follow Gogo while the lackeys steal a piece of jewelry on the wall. Back outside, Belvira taunts Leo, who shoots a beam into the water that actually reaches Daga this time, so Daga creates a whirlpool, turning it into a water tornado that hits Leo. As a result, Leo becomes covered in beams, and the Elias sing and shoot lasers at the starfish. Dagara then strikes Leo, causing the Mothra to crash into the pyramid. Dagara then drags Leo underwater.
That's probably not good for Leo.
The children follow Gogo to a dead end where they find glowing wall art. Dagara attacks Leo underwater as the children watch from a window. The pyramid then does something, causing all the windows to close. The pyramid then launches an attack on Dagara, resulting in the creature being buried by rocks as Leo flees to the surface and flies to the pyramid, crashing.
Following Gogo, the kids come face to face with the lackeys. The aliens keep trying to shoot the bombs off Leo. The lackeys threaten the kids with their harpoon gun and then beat them up off screen. The aliens enter the pyramid and find the humans and Gogo. The lackeys try to shoot the fairies with the harpoon gun but are swiftly defeated.
What do you think was going to happen? They're the Elias.
Kohei forgives the lackeys and Kotani thanks him by taking him hostage. Garu Garu shows up and attacks Fairy. Then the glowing wall art opens up. Kotani lets go of Kohei and they all marvel at the now open doorway. Meanwhile, Leo is still injured and Dagara is still underwater. Changing.
Everyone enters the newly discovered chamber. Kotani spots a gem in the forehead of a statue and climbs up to steal it. It then glows green while Belvira steals the jewel from the other statue. The chamber door then closes, trapping them all in. They are confronted by a hologram of a princess that attacks the fat lackey for stealing the jewels.
The lackey got hurt. It's funny.
Before the princess can attack the children, the Elias plead that they need the treasure to save the world from Dagara, while Belvira claims it's to save the world from humans. Dagara attacks the pyramid and Leo. The princess shrinks and Gogo goes up to it. The hologram tells the children to approach it.
She tells them how her civilizations were destroyed by their own creation, Dagara, and that she ordered her citizens to create a way to stop Dagara. Before they could defeat Dagara, both the civilization and Dagara were swiped underwater by an earthquake. She chooses to give the treasure to her because she believes in the kindness of humans, hoping that it could bring a miracle. Turns out, Gogo was the treasure all along.
Belvira tries to steal Gogo, but is shocked for her efforts. Dagara keeps attacking the pyramid and Leo. The princess tells Shiori to take Gogo to Leo, as Yoji and Kohei try to return the jewels to the statues. With the jewels back in place, they can leave the chamber, which is falling to pieces due to Dagara's attack.
The princess saves the children from a falling statue, and the boys help Nagase to escape, but when he wakes up, he remembers that Kohani is still in there. As they make their escape, Nagasaki helps Kohei after they trip as Daga climbs the pyramid and attacks Leo more, but Leo fights back this time.
Yay! More monster fighting! Yes.
Shiori, Kohei, and Nagase leap over a hole in the floor, but Yoji is too big to make it across. And then Kotani shows up, wondering why he was left behind. Kotani then throws Yoji across the hole for Nagase to catch. Kotani thinks he'll be killed by a falling rock, but it instead launches him over the hole. Shiori then has Gogo pee on Kotani to save his life. With renewed vigor, everyone flees the collapsing pyramid.
After crossing a bridge that collapsed after they crossed, they then have to run out an explosion caused by the collapsing bridge. Unfortunately, the door begins closing, blocking their escape, but Belvira saves them by shooting a door closed to block the explosion. The aliens lead the humans to an exit and make it out just in time.
That was a close one.
Dagara keeps attacking Leo in the pyramid, and Leo shoots the other monster back into the sea, saving the humans. Dagara gets back up, and Leo pushes it back. Gogo then shines, and Shiori bids farewell as Gogo imbues Leo with power. This cures Leo of its Barum rash, and it transforms into Rainbow Mothra.
We'll still call him Leo, though.
Right.
Dagara's attacks are deflected by Leo's new form. One blast is even deflected back at Dagara. Leo begins shooting its forehead laser at the sea monster once more. Leo chases Dagara out to sea as splits the ocean so the humans can get to land.
Mothra Leo? More like Mothra Moses! Am I right? Hop top!
Dude, too soon.
Dagara then launches an attack from beneath the waves, and Leo changes into an aquatic form to battle Dagara on its home turf. Dagara's attacks just bounce off Leo's force fields, while Leo shoots his own beams at Dagara. Leo then splits into tiny Leos and swarm down Dagara's throat, killing Barum that they encounter and destroying Dagara from within, killing the beast.
That was an awesome final fight. I don't know why it sounded like that.
Leo then returns to the surface, dragging the corpse of Dagara up with him. The princess calls Dagara back to the collapsed pyramid, which then explodes. The humans still haven't made it back to dry land. While the pyramid turns into water, Leo flies through it, collapsing it into the ocean.
With the humans safe on dry land, the Elias make sure everyone's okay, and they tell Shiori that Gogo is now a part of Leo before he flies off. The princess tells the kids to care for the future of the planet. Shiori then reveals a present Gogo left her, a pearl that turns into the earth for some reason.
And that's the closest we'll ever get to reviewing Men in Black. So stop asking, Mom!
Well, now that we got that out of the way, that was Rebirth of Mothra 2. A very good movie.
I have to disagree.
Wait, what?
Don't get me wrong, it is an entertaining and fun movie, but it's definitely more of an adventure movie than a standard kaiju movie. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
True.
Also, despite a lot happening in the movie, it kind of feels like it drags its feet in places. Also, why exactly are Mothra and the Elias here? Granted, the plot doesn't really work that well without them, but they still kind of feel out of place.
But this is the first Mothra movie not including the Mothra larva. For the purposes of this series of reviews, you hate the larva.
Well-established character trait of mine aside, I still find this to be the weakest of the Rebirth trilogy.
I still like the movie.
And you're allowed to. More power to you.
Alright, it's time to bring this episode of Kaiju Review to an end. Till next time, my friends and fans, I'm Tank.
I'm Protomet.
Bye.
See ya.